I thought I'd make a video of this really quick just because it's really good information actually. First of all, this is a log splitter that my granddad and I built back when I was in high school. It's a pretty hefty one. It's built on a 12-foot I-beam, steel I-beam. It's a 1 foot by 1 foot I-beam. Anyways, I pulled this off of the farm and somebody had left the hydraulic cylinder up. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a couple of blocks here and just using a high lift jack, a farm jack to push that cylinder back. But the way that hydraulic cylinders work is that it's all pneumatic pressure, which means that it basically pushes hydraulic fluid into one side that expands the cylinder out. So therefore, in order to contract the cylinder, you have to displace that fluid, which typically goes back into the reservoir of the machine that you're running. So this, I don't know who had ran this last. This has been sitting around in the barn for a while. Surprisingly, that cylinder still looks really good. And so what I did was I took the tips off of this, but look how black that hydraulic oil is. I mean, that's nasty. That almost looks like engine oil. And so it's just kind of a lesson that if you're if you got an attachment that you don't blindly just hook up to an attachment. I've heard of guys that will they'll hook up to an attachment and then it pretty much clogs up their hydraulic filter and they got to go back and redo it again. So this is just something that I just like to let everybody aware of. So whenever you're going to be collapsing a cylinder down, or if you hook up to something and it's got a cylinder that's extended like this, just be aware of it, because that fluid's going somewhere and all of that black nasty stuff would be mixing in with my machine. And so that's, then that's what your hydraulic oil is going to be looking like. So that's why we're doing this. So anyways, that's on all for today on It's Fine, I'll fix it. All right, so there it is. We got that. If I remember as a kid, it stuck out just a little bit like that, but you can see that the wedge is all the way to the very back. So that's as compressed as I'm going to get it. You look over here, we pulled dang near a gallon, probably 3/4 of a gallon. I'd call that 3 quarts, pulled out of there. Just black. I mean, pure nasty black hydraulic oil. You can tell it's hydraulic oil picking it up, but you look at that reservoir, that would have all been mixed into the machine. So I'm pretty happy that I did that. So just as a little bonus thing here, I wanted to show you, this was a little trick that I figured out here recently. Actually, I think my father-in-law, this isn't too much of a trick, but my father-in-law showed this. But this is just a regular old multi-purpose spray bottle, but I filled it up with WD-40. And so you can go through and spray your stuff down really good like that. WD-40 actually stands for water deterrent number 40. And so you can go along on your stuff here and just coat everything. Should have been done a long time ago on this machine, but one, it cleans it up real good, but then two, it helps protect everything. It keeps it all from rusting away. But yeah, so that's a good handy little thing. Check this out. That wedge is still sharp enough that just pushing on that dug into that thing. That's pretty impressive. So yeah. But anyways, so yep, little bonus feature there. Get you a spray bottle and a 1 gallon can of WD-40. A 1 gallon can of WD-40 and a spray bottle, and there you go. It's about the cheapest way to be able to do some simple maintenance to stuff and keep rust away.